This way's no good. I'll have to go around.
Oh, food.
A wagon in the proud colours. Could the missing soldiers have holed up here? Why? I have to find the painted chest with the charter, and then make myself scarce.
Look, is that a rock? Oh, maybe iron. Oh my god.
Thing you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing...
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlitz? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlitz. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I was lucky enough to catch them off their guard. They're dead.
You took them all on by yourself? You must have been damn fucking lucky. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Waffenrock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell.
And what now?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling us you too, Henry.
As you command, sir.
Long live the pro. At last, I don't have to drink alone. Musa.
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sin. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body. But you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble. For Allah,
You've got a way with words,
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry.
Nah, why not?
That's the spirit.
Careful, friend. Winning money of the captain is never a good idea.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Come on, tough up.
If I was you, I'd take it. Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Let's go.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Oh, come on.
Wow.
My
Shit. How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. And now for a drink. And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Tonight I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone, please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it? What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. Well,
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Churchan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning, and let Sigismund sort it out himself.
Have you lost your fucking mind? If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Cuman rabble in the hope they won't all fuck off back to Hungary. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go.
What am I supposed to...
I don't know. Anything. Have a look around. Maybe you'll find. Fucking and drinking until they're all slaughtered.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here. Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Cats to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store will be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. What could it be from? Sakra.
Sucker, what? There's no audio, just went away. Oh my god.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have
Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No! We might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chetan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chetan, he went as pale as a ghost. If it wasn't for him, Chetan would have bled to death there.
Before the murder, did you see anyone hanging around by the powder store? Doing something with the lock, maybe? Or already inside, even?
Nobody went up there the whole night. I'm telling you, we was watching like hawks.
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's the best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say. And that's the things I've seen. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't...
How did you find
I remember we heard someone yelling. So we ran down to the ammunition store and...
Have you noticed anyone suspicious hanging around?
There's always someone going in and out. But no strangers. Not everyone can get up to that part of the camp. In fact, everyone who has access came to the place where Churton was lying.
As far as I know, there were 2 of you on guard duty on the tower.
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met. Can't keep his mouth shut. A complete twat.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. Like, he was living in a cave until now. I tried to tell him I'm not fucking interested, but he doesn't take any notice. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Churton shut him up for a while.
Right.
Did you find anything?
I found out a lot of things. There's a lot of blood in a tub by the stables, for instance. I reckon the murderer washed his hands there. And someone unlocked the powder store. What do you say?
Well, I'm fed up with this fucking camp. You know what? From now on, let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at your...
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Churtan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be... It is not all that common in my country. But I follow the teachings of the great... I tried other alcohol as well. But drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer...
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here. But Musa Churtan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Cherton, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say...
You can be glad you're not...
Please, sir. Give me some time, and we won't leave this place until we clear this up.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the... He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Churtan's been done in, things will get...
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think...
I'm glad we see... That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But
What is this royal...
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stever of Steversitz in charge of this kind of... And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of up. You don't get that kind of wealth by being...
You really don't have any idea...
How could I?
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone... But you could do it.
Me?
Who else? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me. I have to get rid of the guard somehow. And get to Musa.
All right.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund. And then he has to decide what to do next. Which means sending the royal justice. I'd say we have...
All right.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. And Henry, be careful.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Greetings to you.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
But I'm Musa's assistant, and I need his advice.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, what are you doing here?
That's what I'd like to know. They just came and said I should guard the physician and not let him out of my sight. Even if you wouldn't happen to know what's going on.
I heard someone was threatening Musa. They're afraid someone might come and cut his throat. But you didn't hear it from me. Got that?
Mother of God! Why do I have to be the one to guard him? Am I supposed to get my...
Look, why don't you go for a walk or something? Who knows what's happening with Musa? You don't want to get mixed up in anything dangerous.
And leave him unguarded? Do you know what... Did I imagine it?
Henry?
Now, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to...
I truly appreciate that. But I am Tinja Sireye Menem.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means...
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. What happened when you brought Charity?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan...
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought.
What about that wine?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Perhaps it was a...
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Catherine.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right.
I have done some thinking about that. The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it and the mystery.
How can we identify?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with no... That is, I would.
And could I help? I may not be as learned as you.
Excellent, my friend. The first thing to do is to go to Chetan's corpse and examine it. You must remember everything. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye.
Excellent. The chest is locked. But I trust...
Right. Examine Chertan's body. Who do you think killed?
I have no idea. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
Yeah, it grows off.
I heard Sir Grozov couldn't stand Chertan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
Well, what do you think?
I think it must be someone from here. And I would bet, and because it cannot, someone should question them all.
Well,
I am very grateful.
what if we forgot about finding the murder? You'd be long gone before...
Thank you for the offer. But look, and even if I did get away by some miracle...
You again, once more, and I'll...
But Katz himself sent me. I'm supposed to get...
And I was put on guard here by Grozov.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. Forgive me for what I'm doing to this. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange. No signs of poisoning. Ah, he coughed up some blood, all right. But he also threw his guts up. Ah, there's no way I'm examining that. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that? Oh, his belly's hacked... Almost everything is covered in blood. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robber. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have... Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the... And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Oh, Christ, what a stick. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Oh. That'll have to do. He had spasms, he shat himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking, or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything.
Oh yeah, like skin red and blistered, valves painfully at both ends, and it's bad than kissing death.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
What?
Did I imagine it? I heard something.
I read that book of yours.
What do you mean, you think?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not, but if you think the symptoms are the same, are you sure it was that poison?
Absolutely certain. The murderer could...
All right. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching. You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is...
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what... Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you have done more in a few days.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find...
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. Who are you?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Even if I tell you, you can trust me.
No. I'm just carrying out Katz's orders, that's all.
if you say so. But it is a pity. This...
I think I'll just go and search the...
Good luck. I am
Hey? I must be mad. Nice.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
Oh, nice. And it's on the other side.
Good to see you.
Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here. I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Nothing out of the ordinary.
So he's up to something that he has too much money on him. And there were dirty nails, but like, who cares? towards anything nefarious for this murder. Hmm? Oh.
Crow ought to trim those plants occasionally. I almost pricked myself on the roses.
Rob. Wooden duck? What the fuck is that? Oh, wait. Oh. Salmon bread.
Ugh, stinks of vomit. There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent.
Yeah.
Is that blood? No, piss. Ugh, filthy pig. Oak. And dry as a bone. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Oh, shit. Let me double check the book here.
Good day. Gotta be that one.
Did I imagine it?
heard something.
Why did you leave your...
That is not
Oh
now.
no.
Night shift again.
Lithium water. What?
Still, it's crazy. Slicing people open.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Why me?
Okay. Oh, search? What is this tab?
Greetings to you.
It's like, why won't I talk to him?
Did I imagine? I heard something. Who the fuck could have done it? To hell with it.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. I wouldn't mind a piece of that.
So what?
There's nothing here.
Hey!
Moose is definitely not to blame. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies.
Hey? Did I imagine it? I heard. Fuck it.
So it was Crow? And Stephen Crow, maybe.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit sword.
No, not.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends. Hey, no one likes a thief. But you know that, don't you? Sacra! I hope nothing's missing. I must look.
What are you doing? Who's suspecting me of thievery?
Right. I found out all I could.
That fast? Go and find some more evidence. So Seaboy hasn't arrived yet in any...
Where am I? Yeah, that's where I was looking for. Maybe Catherine knows something. Okay.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.